Hi, I'm Dr. Norma Hilsman. Approaching change management without also incorporating project management activities needed to monitor change can be compared to navigating a vehicle without controls and clear visibility. This presentation is on the importance and process of change management, including barriers and facilitators. Project management typically flows 5 key phases: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and closing. Similar to the nursing process, it's got a systematic approach of assessment, diagnosis, planning, implementation, and evaluation. Initiation. This is the part of your course that relates to your objectives, goals, ethics, and ultimately your final project. Identifying the need. Define the project goal, objectives, scope, and purpose. Identify stakeholders and key team members. Conduct a feasibility study to assess risks and constraints. Get approval from sponsors or decision makers, and develop a business case and project charter. Planning. This is the part of your project that relates to your background, lit review, and justifies your project. Develop a detailed project plan, including scope, timeline, budget, and resources. Identify risks and create mitigation strategies. Define roles and responsibilities within the project team. Establish milestones, deliverables, and performance metrics, including expectations, and plan communication and stakeholder engagement strategies. Execution. This is the part of your project that relates to the submission and approval of final projects. Implement the project plan and assign tasks. Coordinate team members and ensure clear communication and understanding of roles and responsibilities. Manage resources and monitor your progress. Conduct quality assurance and track the performance metrics in relation to what it is that you're doing and how is it turning out. Issue resolution and change management. Adapt to changes while maintaining project scope and objectives. Monitoring and controlling. This is the part of your project that relates to the monthly sessional updates and course project team feedback. Track the project performance against key performance indicators. In other words, where are you in the project? Status update reports and action trackers. Are you on task? Gather feedback. Identify issues or deviations and take corrective actions. Manage changes in scope and timeline or budget, and ensure quality standards are met, making sure that you continue to communicate updates to your key stakeholders and involved members. Closing. This is the part of your project that relates to your presentation and submission of your final briefing document. Complete final deliverables and ensure all objectives are met. Conduct a post-project evaluation. So, what were the lessons that were learned? Maybe an analysis of success, things that you might do differently. Document outcomes and archive project materials. Ensure passing on information that would provide additional resources for future project development. Obtain stakeholder approval and officially close the project. Recognize team contributions and celebrate successes. When looking at your project, barriers need to be considered, preferably earlier, the sooner the better. Barriers to a project might include an underdefined scope of project, limited resources, competing priorities, a lack of awareness of the project, a poor team buy-in, daily operations and competing interests, a lack of benefits to the staff participating, what's in it for them, and time commitment. Additional barriers to the project success may include a lack of clarity around the project and roles, inadequately researched or defined requirements, a lack of ongoing support or biases, your own and potentially others, and technology gaps. Consider resistance to change. Think about your force field analysis and conflicts of interest. Facilitators. During the initiation phase, it's essential that there is clear communication around the scope of the project, such as what is the purpose of the project? Help the participants to identify benefits and to think about how they can benefit or what's in it for them and others. Build trust and a cohesive team. Demonstrate good interprofessional skills and consider the emotional intelligence of how people are feeling. Use strategic planning and implement actions. Use a proactive approach to problem solving. Try to consider the risks to the project. Plan for the worst and hope for the best. And then lean on your team to bring strengths to the table. Be open. As they say, teamwork helps the dream work. So, for careful planning, make sure there's a clear definition of what the project goal is. What is it you are trying to accomplish? There's the big ultimate goal, the dream to fix the world, and then there's the project that you're working on and what its close goal is. What is it that what are your objectives of the project and how will you get there? And what are the resources that are required? Remember, in your project execution, how are you implementing the project? Make sure that everyone understands what the goal of the project is, what the expectations are, a clear timeline, and understanding of time commitments. Thank you for taking the time to listen.